Hey guys, again, I need to do a quick update on the last long video, and I apologize, that was a long one. I thought about breaking it up, but I just wanted to kind of get it done, so I made a long video. I am going to try and go through and do timestamps so you can just skip through it because 50 minutes is ridiculous. But here's the update. I made a mistake. The BurrAqua Micro Kit does not make 4 gallons. So sorry about that. It actually makes about 10 gallons. It'll make 75 500 milliliter bottles. I did the math. That takes this bottle of micros down to a little over $2. So it's even more savings. The last video was about 5 and some change. Now it's $2 and change. Compare that to the availability on the market. It's too much money to save not to be using it. Now I have no affiliation with Joe Harvey and BurrAqua. I make no money off of him, or he doesn't pay me to promote anything of that nature. It's just he's one of the best in the business. Just go on Google, search Joe Harvey Dutch Scapes, go to images, and you're going to see all his tanks, all his winning tanks, second place tanks. He's top dog, man. It's hard to compare him to other people. He's just that good. Obviously, there are amazing people like Greg Zidek and Dennis Wong and all those people, but he's at the top. He's been working on his micros for years. I think this is like his 47th or 49th version, and this is the one he's going to go live with, where he's going to be selling them online. You can go to BurrAqua.com. It's kind of been a running joke. He's always saying, I'm close, but he's pretty confident now. He's within a month or a month and a half of going live, and these are available to purchase online. But BurrAqua.com, put in your email, and he will kick you an email when he is actually live. You can also reach out to him on his Facebook page as just Joe Harvey. I will put that in the link below. Send him a messenger and say, hey, I saw a video Mike did promoting or showing your micros, and I want to buy some. What are my options? Some of those options are, obviously, the kit is going to be your most savings, but you're going to need a jeweler scale that goes out to the third decimal. Because you are going to be working with less than grams and milligrams. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to save the most money. But he does sell packets, and he'll tailor that to the volume you want. You want 500 milliliters, 1,000 milliliters, 1 gallon. He will make the packets for that. So say you're not confident, you don't want to buy the scale, you're worried you're going to make a mistake, and mistakes do happen. Just buy the packet, and you can buy as many as you want. I know he discounts them the more packets you buy. And you just pour it into whatever your mixing bottle is, fill it with RO or distilled, give it a shake, let it sit, shake, done, and then you've got the best micros in the business, in my opinion. All right, so the bottle that we made yesterday of macros, it has been sitting. I didn't really shake it because we were just watching TV and then eventually passed out. But yeah, you can see there's just a little bit. And again, I think it's about a little bit more than when I use the KCL. Probably what I'll go do after I use up this bottle is tailor down the K2SO4 just a little bit more and increase the KCL just so we can get a little more into solution. But this is kind of normal for me. And you just do it a turbo shake right before using it, and then you squeeze in. Also, I will mention that he does sell these bottles if you want to get them from him, but I've bought from him, I bought from Amazon too, whatever works for you. Also with the kit, he will sell you the irons if you want. I do recommend going ferrous gluconate and DPTA. The reason you want to use those is the ferrous is unchelated, if I understand that correctly. So when you put it into the water, you can have a much broader range of pHs where you can use ferrous gluconate. But the iron will not sit in the water column super long. So you put it in, it's available for the plants, they suck it in, and then it just kind of goes away, so to speak. It's just not available after a very short time. Where if you use DPTA, that's the chelating DPTA, 11% if you buy it, 11%. It holds in water column longer because of that chelate. So it's available to the plants for a longer period than ferrous. And And I do combo those in the micro mix, and I know he'll recommend that because that's what his mix is based on, ferrous and a DPTA. That doesn't stop you from using EDTA. It's just going to be unavailable at a pH of 6.8 or higher. So if you're using tap water, if I use my tap water with a KH of 7, my pH is really high. I think it's 7.8. Using EDTA is not going to be available, and I have to use a ton of it. So I'm really overshooting my fertilizer dose to achieve what I could do if I just used a different chelate, if that makes sense. But again, my tanks, I don't think they get higher than 6.9 over the evening before the CO2 turns on. And of course, they drop down to 4.9 when the CO2 is on. So no problem there. So EDTA, no good with high pH. DPTA, great with higher pH. Ferrous gluconate, great with most pHs, but the availability time window for plants to take sips of that iron is very short. So I do combo those, and I do target 0.45 ppm of iron as a proxy to the other micros, borons and zincs and copper and all that, but you just use the iron as a proxy because it's just easier. I target 0.45 weekly. I don't think about accumulation totals or anything when it comes to micros. It's a per week total amount that I dose, 0.45, and I break that to 0.15 per dose. So it's 3 doses in my 7-day window. All that's measured out with BurrAqua. If you buy the packets, that dose is 2 milliliters per 10 at a 0.15 with ferrous and DPTA. Same if you buy the kit and you buy those irons, the formula, he shows you all the weights that you measure out. Same thing, okay? All right, again, apologies for making that huge mistake, but that mistake is saving even more money. If you're not making your own, I know some people are so sketchy about that, but if you have more than one tank, there's no other avenue that saves you that much money. And that's more money for your plants, more money for a CO2 kit. You're getting into CO2 or want to, and you're spending a fortune on these all-in-one commercials, especially the CChem line, where you get one bottle of NO3, and that's like, what, $10? That's insane, man. It's so dumb, and it's mostly water. Where when you're tailoring your own, you can pack it to soluble, just to, like we did. We're at the maximum. In fact, we are over the maximum just a little bit, but a good shake that gets broken up and all in the water column. We squeeze it. It's going to average out, right? So save yourself some money, guys. Make your own. Don't be afraid of it. You can do it. I know you can. And if you're worried about it, reach out to me. I will help you. I love it. I eat, drink, sleep this stuff. It's, I'm mad about it. I will help you. And go to scapecrunch.com. Again, I'm just there. I have nothing to do with them financially or affiliated with them. I'm just there. But you got all the top dogs in the aquarium, aquascaping culture, I guess, and they will help you. Just ask. There's no dumb question to us nerds who eat and sleep this every day. We love it. We love helping. That's why I make videos, so you can see just my process. Obviously, my process is a little more ghetto than some of the other people, but we're on a budget. We're not rich, so that's why I'm trying to save money. That's why I'm promoting make your own fertilizers, and to get rid of some of the headache, especially with micros, because they are more complex for sure. Just buy them from him. It's what he uses to win competitions. He's now a judge for the AGA Dutch category. Seriously, Google his tanks. They're off the chart. All right, we'll see you in the next video. I think what I want to go over is my test kits. Do I test? Which ones do I trust? And when do I test, and all of that kind of nonsense. I'll be honest, a little early kind of thing. I don't test much, but recently I have been testing CO2 with the HANA CO2 kit, so we'll go over that quite a bit because I'm really trying to dial in and maintain stable CO2 levels. That's the key to just about every problem that a CO2 tank has is unstable or too low of CO2 because you're using those drop checkers and they're not telling you the right information. All right, we'll see you next video. Take care, everybody.